What is Black Desert Mobile? It's an MMORPG full of intense, epic battles, but it's so much more than just the battles. It's full of potential. It's a culmination of relaxing, fishing, socializing, fighting, exploring, and more. Set in an extraordinarily visualized fantasy world, all in the comfort of your mobile device. A true MMORPG at your fingertips. Black Desert Mobile.
갈게요. Tim, we're gonna go in, okay? Tim, we're gonna go. 오케이. 할게요. 그럼 들어갈게요. Okay.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, I think everyone can hear us now.
Can they? Is it happening?
Is it fixed? I'm
Your voices?
I'm coming back on screen. It's yes, we're
Oh,
going in.
we're good. We're good.
We got it.
Do you know what they made me do?
What did they make you do?
They were asking me so many things to do, and then I had to try and
Right.
explain, and then I couldn't show the people which one I was doing and which one I wasn't doing. That was rough.
Sorry, guys. I think you guys can hear us now.
Oh wait, I can't hear you.
Can't hear. No, you better be able to hear us now. Like, yeah, you guys seem to be all right now. Okay, great sound quality system.
Perfect.
Oh, jeez. So what happened? Yeah, what happened? Thank you. A lot of our producers like were panicking in the back. Like, there was like
pizza for
what's
everybody.
going
Yes.
on? And like there's like it's like and I had to go back on the thing and
That was
try to
amazing.
work everything. And
Hi everyone, thank you for being here.
thank you guys for coming. Thanks for turning your audio. We missed your guys' voice, guys. Thanks for missing our voice.
And now we will do our best to voice a lot for you.
Oh man, today's one of those days, right? Man. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Velia Inn. This is our 14th episode. Is it almost?
14th-ish.
I would have to say so. But,
Give or take 7.
Yeah, but today was like, cause like what happened today was like we completely reconstructed the studio. Like it looks the same for you guys because like this is like the whole camera angle that you've been seeing the whole time, but like everything behind the camera and to the side there's like a whole brand new room just for controls, and like we were sorting stuff out. And,
The wall is not where I remembered the wall being.
Yeah, and I mean
when I walked
Tim
in.
and I entered the room and we're like, we're in the wrong room.
Yeah.
So that's
Like,
what we were saying. Yeah, that. Well,
It's really nice. It's really good though.
But hopefully this doesn't happen again. But yeah, sorry for the inconvenience, guys. Sorry for having you guys wait for a long time for this. But hopefully everything's sorted out and we don't have to talk about any problems for the rest of the stream. That's what we're really hoping for. But yes, let's get right into it. Of course, we always do. Oh, I forget it. Keep talking. I'm gonna go get my phone real quick. I need my phone.
Oh, you need your phone for the things?
Yes.
All right, so guys, you have probably heard that we have a bit of a longer maintenance this time around, but it is a ginormous, magnanimous, spectacular, fantastic,
Thanks, Tim.
very big
Thanks, Tim.
maintenance ever. And here's Joel. Back to you, Joel.
You didn't say anything basically just now, right?
No, I said everything they need to know.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So today, as we always do, I know you guys want to go to the Promotional because this being a 6-hour scheduled maintenance, it's scheduled to be 6 hours. So most likely it will be the biggest patch that you guys have ever seen since the release of Black Desert Mobile, I would have to say, in the global servers. Yeah, it's going to be a very, very long wait for you guys, but in return, it's going to be a lot of content.
Splendiferous, even.
Yes. So you guys can get excited once the maintenance is done today. I really do advise our NA viewers to not wait until it's like 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning. It might turn out to be a long maintenance day. So after everything's done, hopefully you guys can enjoy all the goodie content that we're going to put in. And regarding content, I know that everybody wants to go and start off with the patch notes first, but you know what they say, right? Slow cooking to the core of what we want to give them at a later stage in time, just for the effect of giving them stuff at a later time.
3 words into that, I already knew I had never heard your saying before.
Yeah. It's just my way of saying, like, I want to keep the best things for the last. Like, because
save the best for last.
Exactly.
That is an accepted saying that
this is kind of strategic. Let me explain that. I mean, when we start a stream, right, and people know it's gonna run until maybe 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, and then if I show them like the best stuff first, I don't want people to leave, right?
Yes.
I want people to stick around. I want people to just chat with us and be able to tell us stuff and us to tell them stuff back. then we can have some good stream for the whole time rather than just one part of the time. So what that's going to mean is that we're going to try to give you a lot of entertaining stuff for the first half of the stream, but obviously all of you guys are waiting for the big content, so we're going to try to speed through this earlier
Mosey
section.
along.
We're trying. And yeah, so let's start off with a couple of announcements. I guess the few announcements that we do have is today is that the Raminis tournament, the Black Desert Mobile World Championship Raminis, that's the whole name of the tournament. We finished off our second week of our matches, round of 64, and we do have one more week left, I believe, one more week left of round of 64. Then we'll move right on to round of 32 the week after that. And if you do want to know the full schedule, how the tournament is going to be laid out for the rest of the tournament until the grand finals does open up in March, you can go over to our homepage, go over to the news section, and you'll be able to read a post that tells you a whole outline of how the scheduling is going to be for the entire tournament. And of course, just another reminder that's on the final days of the tournament, when we're doing semifinals, when we're doing the third place matches, and also the grand finals, it is going to be broadcasted live stream on, I would say Twitch and YouTube, or YouTube.
The place where live things happen.
Yeah, the place where this stuff happens. It's going to be live over there, and myself and a guest commentator will be joining forces to, cover all the action for you guys. So you guys can get excited for that. A lot of the big names, I would say, from all the servers are pretty much in right now, and they're doing a pretty good job. And we were very impressed by their performances in the round of 64. So that's still ongoing, and I'll try to keep you guys updated regarding the Raminis tournament every time we're on stream. We got one question from Teos. Guest commentator cute? Yes, I can confirm.
Adorable, probably.
Yeah, and he is a very famous caster. He's a very famous commentator.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I told you about this guy, but like he's very famous, and cute, I would say, is a pretty accurate description of the guy. And yeah, and
it's the only word you need.
Yeah, and that's going to be okay. But someone asking QXZSG, Joel Cute can confirm. Cute, I don't think is really the right word for myself, but for my co-commentator, he will be, I guess, kind of cute. You can tell him that when we're actually streaming, and when we're actually streaming together and casting, you can tell him that in chat. But yes, and got another question from Shoryu95. What is the GM message D30 and D29 for? Okay, so
that's what I want to know.
Like, let me tell you the outline of how everything went on, right? Last Friday. I
was there last Friday.
Last Friday.
I was here.
I took a half day off.
Okay.
Because I had to go to a retreat somewhere.
I'm sure this is exactly what they want to know. Keep going.
No. It's related. So I took an afternoon, like a half day off. So I came in the morning, worked about half a day, then took the afternoon half day off and left early.
Okay.
After I left, I see on Discord Mr. Peter, Mr. Peter writing up D30 in the announcements.
So you found out the same time
everybody else found out. And then I was like, what does that mean? Like D30? And then I spent the whole weekend wondering because nobody else came to work during the weekend. So I had to wait until Monday to even go and ask what that D30 was. Then I go back on Monday. I asked them. They're like, they give me that little smirk, right? They gave me that little smirk saying like, you'll find out.
The devious smirk.
They told me you'll find out. It's like, am I not supposed to find out now? I'm kind of an employee here.
Do you know right now?
Like, no, I don't know. Like, they told me you'll find out, and I still haven't found out.
Well, there's your official answer.
That's the official answer regarding the question, what is D30? Jeremy on the studio thinks that D30 is when President Duterte of the Philippines will have some relations to that D30. Yeah,
He gave you the pronunciation.
Duterte. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
And I'm not going to try because I just want to be able to laugh at you.
Yeah, someone already saying DT Hawaii saying GM Joel not loved by his employers. Lol. It's not that I'm not loved. They want to feed me the right information at the right time because they know I'm kind of that person when like if they tell me something, I'm gonna be like, hey guys, this is Velia Inn. Like I'm supposed to tell you everything, and it's like D30 minutes. They probably knew I was gonna do that. So I think they were saying that I should not know anything.
And they don't trust you.
Trust is a different thing. I think trust is a different concept.
Good.
But unfortunately to tell you guys, I know nothing more than anything that you guys know regarding what D30 is. I guess today is like D28 now since that day.
D28 until Tim does not know. Tim found out about all the D-ness from chat, and then I asked Joel, and now I know a lot about Joel's personal life and still nothing about this D30 stuff.
Yeah, so they're getting a lot of we're getting a lot of chats saying that they don't trust Joel and they don't trust you. And where's C and Peter Ree? Like C and Peter, Peter would be able to tell you guys, but I literally asked him, and he didn't say you'll find out as if he knew, right? As if he knew. I asked Peter, and he's like, I don't know. So I think only a couple of people within the company knows what D30 means.
I think Peter just went into the thing, wrote a letter and a number, and laughed and hit save.
Literally, he didn't know what it meant. As soon as he was writing it, he clicked enter. It's like, hey, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's literally what happened. GM Joel is the Tom Holland of media. That is so mean. Tom Holland's
great. What's wrong with Tom Holland?
But he just doesn't know anything.
What?
Like he's kind of left out within the group. Like if he's in the Avengers, everybody knows what's going on. But he's that little kid, right? He's that little kid, so they don't tell him some of the stuff, and it happens to be the important stuff.
Oh, that's okay.
That's kind of the reference.
All right.
I mean, I can be the Tom Holland if I wanted to, but yeah. So D30, unfortunately, I will provide you guys with updates when I get it. But for now, I know nothing because nobody told me nothing. That's what happened.
True story.
Okay, so now Joel is the Mark Ruffalo and Tom Holland of PA. Jeez, how many movie stars do I get to?
I mean, it's all Avengers right now. You're almost the whole cast.
Yeah, I mean, Hulk is kind of cool. I mean,
that's pretty awesome. Yeah.
All right. So I guess that's that. We can go over to not the patch notes, but just a little bit.
You're killing them.
I know. It's like I'm just like draining them dry, right?
I'm trying to represent them well, and you're making this extremely difficult.
But I was told to drain them and to make this more exciting, like hype it up because today's content will be hype. It is confirmed going to be hype. So that it means that you guys can have the patience to wait this out. I promise we'll go to it soon, but
we have a lot to cover, all things considered.
It is a formality to always try to go to the questions, to go to the Q&A, see what you guys are curious about, and see if we have any answers to it. Supposedly, I know nothing about this company. I know nothing about this game because no one tells me anything.
But I don't know anything. AMA, ask me anything.
Ask me anything because I don't know anything. Like if I'm in this state where I can answer something, I'll definitely try to answer it out. But yeah, let's look at that. Any of you guys have questions on today's? And let me answer one question before it's even asked because it's been asked around the whole entire weekend. Ascension that we are preparing for is the same thing as what you guys probably define as succession. Like people can just say like randomly that word succession because it doesn't mean really anything. People go and say, my next door neighbor's dog, his name is Succession. But if I say like Ascension is the same thing as Succession, that would be inaccurate. So whatever you guys think Succession is, most likely you're right, but I can't 100% guarantee it. But that's one question out of the way. I did mention this last week, but people still kept asking, like, is Succession the same thing as Ascension? Is Ascension the same thing as Succession? That's like the same question. Those two questions were the same question, but they acted like it was two different questions.
Well, I gotta say, your analogy game's on point today, so I'm sure nobody won't misunderstand exactly everything you're saying today.
I try.
We're gonna be perfect.
But anyway, I do let you guys know that whatever you guys think Succession is supposed to be, it probably is the same thing as Ascension. And hopefully, once we get there in time, and once it is the right time, you'll be able to know that what I was saying is correct.
So what you're saying is ascension is what they think is succession.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Succession is ascension.
If it's not the neighbor's dog.
In so many words, yes.
Yes. In so many ways, it's probably succession is the same thing as ascension. Okay, all right. Any questions that you guys can ask, we will answer. We will answer as far as we know, because we quickly realized that we know nothing about this game. But out of the little bit of things that we know that you guys might not know, we might be able to answer the questions for you. Okay, useful items in social tokens shop when, please. That I can highly agree with. That 1,500 social token exchange for that 10 social boxes.
Bless its heart. Bless that item's heart.
It's kind of crap.
Kind of is a way of putting it.
It's kind of crap. Like, it's like...
Yeah, I think this is bothering a lot of people. Hang on.
Oh, what's happening? Oh, are they bothered by the leash?
They're
we were talking about neighbors' dogs and all that, and you got the leash like hanging out?
No, it broke. The drawstring broke on my sweatshirt. Yeah.
So you don't have it on the other side?
It's hidden. It's hidden inside.
Goodness. It's the worst.
And I think the symmetry-focused people were very bothered by my presence, so I apologize.
The parallelism doesn't work out on that one. But yeah, social token, I really wish that there were better items for it, but just for saying hi to your friends every day, you're not rewarded much higher than getting some tomato seeds at best.
Those are some killer tomato seeds.
They taste great, but like it doesn't give you a lot of, because it's small. Like the Velia Inn tomatoes, they're not really famous for being big.
I know, but you put them in some pasta.
Feed a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it's very dense. Mm-hmm. It's very dense and packs a lot of flavor.
Dense potatoes.
Is it tomatoes, and it packs a lot of flavor. But yes, hurry up, patch notes. We'll get to it. We want to get to patch notes as much as you guys do. But a couple of questions before we get into that. All right, let's get some more questions. We got the new male class when. You guys will find out when that happens, but we don't know.
You'll find out before we do somehow.
Okay. Auto questing this patch. I guess you'll find out, but
this could be the set thing we do. When someone asks a question, they're not going to like the answer.
I know, but it's not fair. It's not fair to ask us a question about what's going to happen in the patch notes when we know we're going to show you what's going to happen in the patch notes literally in a couple of minutes. So anything that's disregarding the patch notes that's currently in the game, that would be very appreciated. We would love to answer those questions. Is Ascension the same as Absolute? Absolute is a vodka brand.
Oh, no, but that's spelled differently. That was the word absolute.
Oh, it had the E on it?
Yeah, it had a B, yeah.
Still, no, it's not the same thing. Absolute, I don't know what they were referring to, but I've never really heard the correlation between those two words. Joel better looking than Tim.
This is dangerous. Be kind to me. Be kind to me.
I mean, Jeremy, can you hear us? Like, he's back in the studio. Someone asked the question, is Joel better looking than Tim? Oh, Tim, can you read out? No. No, Jeremy, 5 seconds ago, he said yes. And what does that mean? Then he's telling me no? I answered your question. What's your answer, Jeremy? What's your answer?
Chat when
me? Jeremy, you're better looking than both of us? Okay, that I think we can agree with. Okay, I think that's kind of the conclusion to that. All right, You Both Are Beautiful by Tres88. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll go to a couple more questions before we go into the patch notes. Let's go. How others can see someone's equipment. That feature is not available yet. If you really want to see it implemented, be sure to speak it out and through multiple outlets that you guys have. That's including the chat, but also on Discord and also the Facebook as well. Are you going to have PvP content like 5v5? Not for the time being. The only thing that we do have is Raminus. The closest to that is a 3v3 format, and we're running a tournament on it currently. And people have been giving us feedback lately that Raminus, that when they were running the tournament, that it's going well, and people are having a blast, and people are having a fun time with it. So maybe for you guys to try it out, Raminus, if you haven't tried it out yet, it's a pretty fun mode. It can be very strategic. disregarding all the CP differences, of course. But when you're matched up with pretty similar CP, it can be very, very entertaining. Let's see. Shadow Arena when?
Shadow Arena.
It's a battle royale mode for the Black Desert Online that became an independent game.
Right.
Right, but they're probably asking when does it become available for mobile. I haven't heard any plans of that being
I have not
implemented,
either.
But I guess if you really, really would want that, of course,
Scream about it.
Scream about that. So you guys can be the keyboard warriors, do your thing.
Trading arms with players, not yet.
Yeah,
We haven't heard.
custom Raminis games, please. We were talking about that last week too, but so far as customizable as you can get regarding Raminis is that you can create your own game and you can invite your own people by making the room private, so you can have your own little people there, then start it that way. But the mode itself cannot be customized for the time being. Hey Joel, add a cooking station to camp. Oh, we just passed it.
Something about cooking in camp.
I think I would like it. I like cooking IRL. Like I like cooking. In real
What
life.
about old nightmare areas? People miss old nightmare areas.
Like they missed the Witch's Chapel when
Yes.
Hexa Marie was a part-time boss. When she
part-time.
got fired.
Oh,
She kind of got fired.
that's the official response.
That's kind of what happened. She was working as kind of a boss. Oh, she applied to be a world boss, right? And we gave her Witch's Chapel. We thought that would be fitting for her kind of looks. And she had her about a month of testing herself out in front of all the adventure, but she was beat too many times. Then we were saying
She couldn't handle it anymore.
You're not really worthy to be a world boss anymore, so we're cutting you, unfortunately. And she was kind of replaced by the big bird Karanda and also the dragon of Nouvert. Unfortunately, yeah, Witch's Chapel, I don't think it's coming back for the time being.
And a while ago, I saw about 47 exclamation points with someone asking about guild ranks.
Guild ranks. Okay, I did log on to KR recently just to have a little fun. But I did notice that they do have guild rankings. In
Okay.
KR. I didn't realize that before, but they do have guild rankings in KR. So I would say if it's fitting and if it's the right timing to put it in, I would say if there's a possibility where guild rankings can be implemented, but possibilities are always very, very widespread. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. But I don't think we've had really a notice coming from the company.
Nothing concrete.
If we get any notices at all lately, but saying that it's going to be implemented.
They're just going to lock us back in our little cell after this.
I would have to say, we might have to stay in the studio for the rest of the day today because they probably just don't want us to come back and work.
No.
They don't want to tell us anything. Okay, all right.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
What?
Armor stands where you can quick swap gear sets.
Armor stands, like a closet.
I mean, you can make it anything you like, but a thing where you go and then swap the things that you're wearing.
Like it is this way.
Yeah.
You can do that in the inventory.
I mean, that's a 1x1 jig.
Oh.
They want a one-click.
Oh,
Yeah, gear set 1, this. Gear set 2, this.
And it will be useful if you want to switch over your armors and your accessories over to another character.
Right.
Because right now what you do is click one armor, unequip, 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 unequip.
Very
unequip.
classic, very traditional.
You do that approximately 9 times.
Given that there are 9,
including the
your
relic.
math is impeccable.
And 10 because of the relics that have been added.
Uh-huh.
With everything put together, that's a lot of work to put it on another character, and you
And
have to equip only one
on the
time.
other character.
But you can use that auto equip. So maybe an auto unequip. That would be kind of I would really like that feature. So that's something we can always talk about. Wardrobe system when I don't know why would you need a wardrobe system. You just literally I don't think people really do they keep all the outfits that they buy, or do they just kind of waste them by just combining them?
I think you have the costumes, you merge the one to get the one you want, or if you have the one you want, then you have an arrangement. Maybe part of the gear set change.
Velia Inn World Tour when we're not a rock band. We can't just move this sofa around.
Our world tour is going to be one building down.
That's really hard though. Even that is really hard.
That's going to be so much better than what we're doing.
We started setting up for the stream 3 hours ago. And then we barely got it set up for the studio that we use every week.
So we can do it.
but
That's like full time.
a Velia Inn World Tour, I don't know if that's a possibility. Nor is it a necessity. We're not a rock band. We still need to remind ourselves that. Okay, let's do a couple more questions. Then I promise we will move on to the patch notes. Today's patch note is big, and you guys don't need to wait too long for this. So hopefully we can go right.
We will
Patch
get right
notes
into
win
it.
soon. I
So
promise.
soon.
I promise.
Sure, there were multiple sets of couple of minutes, but
Yeah.
it will happen.
Okay. Sorcerer's Heal win.
Mystery
Moment
silence.
of silence. That was a moment.
Mystery
That was a
silence.
long moment of silence.
With
That
jazz
was-
hands.
That was a long moment of silence. Yeah. Ravenous on esports. It's kind of happening, and we're not officially calling it esports because it's CP based right now. As you can register with your current characters, and the CP becomes a factor as to the chance that you'll win the game or not, which kind of takes away from it becoming a true esport. But from a base CP Ravenous tournament, that could be more esports like. I would like to have it, but I think the word is right now we're just gonna keep it the way it is for now and just try to have people that want to join in and have fun with it. Yeah, that's the current state of Ravenous at the moment. All right, one more question,
Ooh.
and we will go to patch notes.
Oh, we're close.
Let's get some good questions before we get in. Velia Inn is located in Velia.
Solid
yes,
questions.
That was the best
Solid
question.
final question.
Yeah, that it's like you might not be able to see it. We kind of disabled it in game that you cannot enter Velia in the game. But there's that one building on the top of the hill.
And in that recording studio, or in that inn,
Yeah, there's a recording studio.
is a recording
It's
studio.
right here. It's like this stuff. Like it's and like if you were able to get into that building, you will be able to find 3 NPCs in there. You'll be able to find Jeremy first, obviously. Jeremy is going to be in the kind of the control room, doing all the producing and doing all the controls and getting the stream out. And then once you enter another door and to get in, you'll find 2 NPCs named Joel and Tim. And yeah, that's me. Okay, so I think we're ready to get.
Solid final question.
Yeah, that was a great final question.
And patch
Yeah, I
notes.
think we're
I don't know
gonna-
how to make it go
Ready
up.
to go with patches. But
it
Jeremy,
simple- make it-
let's be very careful today. Let's be very careful today because we have a lot of hype stuff to do. And without further ado, yes, we're going to go into patch notes.
Is it happening? Is it happening?
We're going into patch notes, but before that,
You're killing them.
I would
You're
like
killing
to,
them.
I would like to advise everyone in chat. Everyone. Like I'm talking about 1258 people on Twitch, 567 people on YouTube that are
very
currently
specific.
watching. Please spam your PogChamps in chat as we're about to show a very premiere promotional video of what is to happen in today's patch. Do not save your PogChamps. We want your PogChamps, and we will have you saying the PogChamps as we go into this video. Jeremy, are you ready? Jeremy gave us thumbs up.
That was a very enthusiastic thumbs up.
Let's get into it.
Wow. Oh, that was unscripted. We did great.
Champ! Did you guys like that?
It's gonna be amazing.
That was that. Someone already said RC7 said sugoi.
Sugoi desu ne.
It's sugoi desu. That was really, really. Oh my goodness, that was so good. I like you more, Tim and Joel. That had nothing to do with you liking us more, but thank you nonetheless.
I know what they're doing.
But that was hype. That was so good. Oh my goodness. But yes, Ascension is finally here. We said last week, we don't know when Ascension is going to be. We don't know. It's like you might have to wait for a little bit. But it will be soon. We didn't say how soon, but this is how soon it is.
But it was actually soon.
It was probably the most soon. It was the soon TM could have.
It was the soonest a soon could be.
It was very soon for a soon TM.
Yeah, it's just like they say.
Man. Okay, we are in Ascension and it will be applied as soon as this 6-hour maintenance is done. Kind of wondering why that is a 6-hour maintenance to begin with. This is part of the reason.
Definitely part.
Big update. It is pretty much the biggest update we've had since the release of Black Desert Mobile on global. All right, so we're gonna run through one class at a time. That is going to get the Ascension, which is every class.
Every class.
That's first thing we need.
You
to
trolled them good with that. What class do you want ascended last week?
I did say the company doesn't tell me a lot of things, but they want me to tell me the stuff that they want me to tell the viewers, and they told me, don't tell them it's every class, just tell them to wait to see if it's every class.
Tricky.
I mean, that was some tricky action right there, but hopefully everybody can be happy with today's Ascension that's going to be happening. All right, we'll go in the order that was appeared on the video. And the first is a Huntress. So one shot, one kill is going to be the motto of the Huntress. In Korean, it was called the Hunter, but our localization team would slid and
we noticed it was a girl. Therefore, we made an educated decision
that it was a Huntress. It's going to be instead of a Hunter. Okay, so as with every ascended classes that we're going to have, you guys need to know that they will be using the exact same weapons and sub-weapons that they're already using in the base classes. So with the ranger that became the Huntress, she will be using still the longbow and the dagger, and that's the same across all the classes that will be ascended today.
All the weapons and sub-weapons you have are still applicable when you use your Ascension.
Yeah, so you do not need to buy a fresh new set of weapons, and you do not need to transfer the enhancement by any means. Just keep the same equipment gear that you have with you, and just become stronger. Just become better.
Just do the same things and do them a lot better.
And just get good.
Yeah.
We're helping you get good.
Yeah.
We're hoping you get good. And Huntress, like we kind of explained, longbow dagger, and that's how she will be looking like when she actually turns into that. Very, very beautiful. My main is a ranger, and I thought that with this being my main, that this image needs to go first. That made a lot of sense because I make the PowerPoint, so I can do whatever I want.
You can do whatever you want.
And I kind of edited the videos too, just to make sure.
I was gonna say, did you also edit the videos to make?
Okay. Intentionally to have the Huntress come up first. Okay. Wait, what happened? Someone's saying no rip stream. Oh, nothing happened, right? Okay, we can go on.
I think that was just that person, yeah.
So Razzie TV on YouTube is saying bring back all heal on all jobs. Wait a minute, we're gonna get into that.
Hold on, wait a minute.
So the Huntress with that, the second one. Do you guys remember? I want to test if the memorization skills of our viewers. Do you remember what came after the Huntress in the video? Everybody remembers that the Huntress came out as first, but
1 and a 2 and
does anybody even remember what came after that?
Niha.
Titan. See, everybody has good memory.
Oh, a class. Best
answer. It is
the
Titan. It is the Ascended Giant, if you will. So if you thought that the Giant can't get any bigger and stronger and faster.
All of those things.
Yeah, I was going to reference the whole song. But, the Giant became pretty much bigger in every way, physically and emotionally. By becoming a Titan. He wants to prove something, right?
Yeah, he wants to talk about his problems.
it becomes very emotional by becoming a Titan. But all the jokes aside, this guy is beast. Like my second character, just to put it out there, it is a Titan. It is going to be a giant that becomes a Titan. And Jeremy told me to mention to you guys that he's the only character that wears a crop top.
Well, because when he ascends, the muscles, it's a muscle like...
It exceeded the clothing.
Yeah.
So, and he said he used all of his silver for gear. So he couldn't use it on clothes.
Yeah.
He ran out of silver. So he didn't have any spare clothes, so the clothes that he was wearing, it became too tight for him.
But this will not drop his DP.
Because his DP is in the
It's in the
flesh.
muscle. Yeah.
It's in the
Yeah,
flesh
he has a
itself.
fleshy DP. Yeah.
The fleshy DP.
That sounds...
Yeah, so someone already saying next event spin to win. It might not be an event, it might be a permanent thing. You might be able to spin to win with a Titan forever now. Like, I don't know how many of you guys feel about that. But Titan is going to be OP, as with every other Ascended class. And if you love playing your Giant already, you're going to love it even more. And yes, let's go over to the other classes. Okay. What is the next one after Titan?
What's the next class?
I'm gonna test you guys.
My
until
guess-
we get to all 6 classes.
My guess is a class.
We're on the second one now. We got to Huntress. We got to Titan, and you guys know what the third one is?
Valkyrie technically isn't wrong.
Well, it is the Paladin, as you say. The chat's smart. Like, I wouldn't be able to remember all this, but you guys are smart.
Well, they watched it and liked it, so now they know.
Oh, so if they didn't like it, they wouldn't have remembered.
Yeah, they
this
won't
is
know
a
a
proof
thing.
that they like it.
Proof.
Okay. A Paladin, she doesn't look much different, but is she very, very different at heart?
She's also more emotional.
She became more emotional.
Yeah.
Like, this Ascension has everything to do with emotions.
Yeah, and it's
like,
emotional. It's a heartfelt power gain.
Right. So Team Valk, you can be very excited because I don't have a Valkyrie on the live server, but all of my test server accounts, I have a Valkyrie. And this was the first character that I tested to ascend into a Paladin, and oh my god.
It got you right here.
Like, it's very, very strong. And the animations are so beautiful. Holy cow. Like, Team Valk is in for a treat on this one. I don't know how many of you guys have Team Valk right now on your identity at the moment. If you guys can, those that play Valkyrie at the moment, that's about to be a Team Paladin, can you just spam Team Valk? Like, I just want to see some representations of Team Valk. Valk gang, that's the same, and
Is this a thing? Are there a lot of these?
No, Team Valk, like, people have pride innerly. It just they have this inner pride in becoming a Valkyrie. Because, like, nobody really appreciates the Valkyrie for what it is. But now, I think this will start
They'll
to get some
appreciate the
respect.
Paladin for what she is, which is what she needs. She needs to be emotionally validated.
We're still getting back to the
feel
emotional
to
side.
feel the strength. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Team Valk becomes Team Paladin after this update, and oh my goodness, you're gonna love the Paladin. I guarantee you. All right, so Paladin. After that, do you guys know what is next?
My favorite's next.
You already know what it is, though. You remember too.
I know, but it's also my favorite.
Okay. All right. So what is it after this one? Is someone saying Gladiator? Someone saying Archmage? I think now we're starting to get some confusion. Like, people are kind of like second guessing their memory now. We got some half of people.
That's a majority.
Saying,
There's
Is
a
it?
majority.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think
See,
people are saying
Gunner, they got it.
Yeah, one person said Gunner, but
Yeah.
they're completely wrong. It is the Archmage.
Archmage.
Archmage. I thought that was like the coolest name for the Ascended class out of all of them. I didn't expect it to be Archmage. I thought that was really cool though.
It's a solid name choice.
Yes, Archmage. You saw the animations. I would have to say, from the video that we saw, she had by far the biggest range of AoE. Like, I think once she used that one meteor skill, the whole entire screen was red. Like the radius of her AoE damage now is like, it exceeds what she can see.
Into my face, apparently.
Sorry about that, but that's kind of the extent of how the Archmage works. But yes, the Witch, I think, just got even stronger, as if it wasn't strong enough before. And my goodness, Archmage, if I see an Archmage on the field, it will be noticeable.
Oh.
Like, she'll be creating havoc, quite literally. All right, So Archmage is that, and I think we're gonna
Lava
go
everywhere.
on to what Jeremy is very, very waiting for.
This is what he's excited
This
about?
is what he's excited because he has this character, and I don't know how many people remember what the next class was going to be.
Well, they are running out of choices.
We only have 2 left to go.
Hmm.
And yes, it is going to be for the Team Gladiators. It is going to be Warrior ascending into the Gladiator. And the equipment, the appearances of that has just gotten very luxury.
I think I like his appearance the best.
It is a very, very good looking class.
Massive shield, yeah.
And this is one of those classes where you don't have to spend 30 minutes on character customization because you're going to look the same anyway. with the helmet already equipped and like the whole body thing on, like even though you put a variable body shape onto it, I think it still looks very indistinguishable.
Well, maybe they can get costumes after the fact and see their face again.
Like people are saying that armor is dope. I agree.
Agreed.
I mean, dope, I think might be the most accurate description.
It's
for that
objectively the
armor.
case, yes.
It is pretty accurate. And yes, the Gladiator is going to be. It's not going to be just about tanking and being the meat patty shield by everything what he does. He actually will do a decent amount of damage. His attacks are just like, you know, you guys know that like some warrior classes have become like just berserker, like just like boom, boom, just everything. But Gladiator, like even by himself, he does a lot of attacking. And my goodness, I think, you know, Team Warrior can be very excited about becoming a Gladiator.
No, he's going to be the best.
And Jeremy told me to mention that he does have a dragon on his shield.
There is.
Whether it is alive or not, we can't tell because this is a JPEG image.
Is it part of the shield?
If it was a GIF, if it was an MP4 file of some sort of any animation and motion going on within this picture, we would find out if this dragon is alive and moving at will. But it's hard to tell because when you take a photograph, he just kind of smiled for the camera, and there's nothing we can do to tell whether this guy's alive. So you guys have to wait until the maintenance is done to find out if that little dragon on his shield moves as he is.
Make a new character to find out.
Yeah, that's one way to find out. Someone already kind of spoiled this, saying the dragon is static on the shield. Way to ruin it for everyone.
You don't know.
We're going to find out. Like
Spoilers.
you might be wrong. You might be wrong.
Spoilers.
Like we told you that global is going to be different than every other Black Desert mobile that we've created. So if it happens to move, there is a possibility for it. Just don't jump to conclusions saying the dragon is not going to be moving. It's going to be static on the shield the whole time the gladiator's farming. Don't know. All right, last one. There's not many choices left, so Tim can just press the right button and just get on with it. Hit that button and becomes a raven. The sorcerers just came out and it became a raven.
Yay!
My goodness. As if the newness effect wasn't apparent enough.
Where the new gets newer.
She became newer. And yes, she looks very similar, kind of like the Valkyrie to the Paladin kind of transition. She looks similar, but
different.
But her skills become very different. And I did forget to mention, I think this is like the biggest thing I forgot. Jeremy was saying Yennefer version 2.0. Thank you, Jeremy, for that clarification.
Best description.
But you guys wanted to know. You guys wanted to know with the Ascension, like, you know, you get surplus of HP, like you just get like bulkier. Like you saw the giant, like it just ripped off his clothes because it's just
so much HP.
Because his muscles like got bigger, like the HP built onto his biceps, like it got bigger. But yes, some of you guys are getting the idea that the warrior, the giant, and the sorceress, as soon as they were ascended, the Black Desert Mobile like god himself was like, boom, boom, boom. You get your heals.
We have one of those.
You're not different anymore. You're the same. Heal for you. Heal for you.
Oh, you get a heal.
And you
get a heal. And you get a heal.
Every character, every class, as long as you go to the Ascension aspect, you will have some aspect of heal. That means if you go to a low farming area that's like 600 CP below your CP, you do not need a potion to stay alive and farm for the entire time.
Potionless bliss.
I mean, it was already a bliss for the Ranger and also for the Witch and the Valkyrie, but now it is a bliss for everyone. So you guys were asking buff warrior. We heard that so much, and they were asking for like giant change.
heal.
They weren't even asking for buff. They were asking for like the change of giant. Like they didn't like them where it was, and they were asking Sork heal when. That's probably the most apparent comment that we received for the last few weeks of Sork heal when, Sork heal when. It is now. It is pretty much now.
It's extremely now.
Yeah, if you ascend your characters now, you will have heal, a variant of a heal for all the classes. And yes, you guys should be worried if you're not playing the giant, if you're not playing the raven, if you're not playing the gladiator, and you're going up against these guys. Not only will they have some big damage, they will be able to heal also.
And everyone else.
Yeah, it's going to be scary.
So you got to make sure you can heal.
Yeah. So everyone can heal. That's what we need to let you guys know. All right. So yes, someone did. Zeph the Great did clarify that it's Raven heal, not Sork heal. But it's like kind of the.
It's still a heal.
No. It's like the Ascension. It's like the whole point of Ascension. You guys wanted Awakening, and it's like Awakening when, and like it's like Awakening. Boom! Just throw that out. And you were like. Boom! Here's Ascension
Into their face.
Yeah, I did that, and
just like the witch.
And that's the same thing. Like you guys wanted Sork heal when, Sork heal when, Sork heal when.
Oh, that heal looked heavy.
Throw that. It was pretty heavy. It was really heavy for the last few weeks. Then I was like, Raven heal.
Yeah.
Instead.
Thank you for throwing it that way this time. This is dangerous.
I like throwing stuff, I guess, but yeah. You guys wanted something, we gave you an alternative for it, but I think most people will like it in the end. I think that's kind of the main conclusion of it all. And people are still asking Awakening when. Now we really don't know, because we thought we knew before the Ascension arrived, and that it kind of draws us to a very important point. Let me go back to the earlier page of the first page of this all. So we did get a lot of questions. I think the most questions we've had on our social media for the last week, asking about why Ascension and why did it come first and why did it come before Awakening in the first place.
36 times or so?
It happened a lot. And because I think this was mainly to the point where the other versions of Black Desert Mobile always had Awakening first. Then they went over to Ascension. And they're like, why do you switch that order around and make it confusing? It's like me like rotating the 3 cups and telling you to find a coin. And like when I left the cup, hey, you didn't find it. It's like that kind of game.
Your analogies are just on point today.
They did that, and like some are frustrated because they thought it just didn't make sense. But I am here to explain to you guys why Ascension, going with the Ascension first, makes so much more sense than going to an Awakening. Reason 1, you do not need to switch weapons. It is the natural transition from your base character to just becoming a stronger version of your base character. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense, Joel.
That means you don't need to buy a whole new set of weapon and offhands just to play a brand new character. And speaking of that, base character to Awakening, that is like it's not about getting stronger even, but it's like almost like becoming like a brand new character.
It's extremely different.
It's very, very different.
Awakening classes are very different.
Not only do the weapons change, the whole skill layout changes, and
the character's archetype can change.
It's like when you walk. It's like when you walk into your house after like a 4 months of overseas work, right? I mean, you were working in Saudi Arabia for 4 months, and then you return to Korea one day, and then you open the door. Honey, I'm home, and you open the door, and you see your wife.
We are all with you right now.
And she was awakened. Your wife was awakened as she entered home.
Because she was sleeping and you opened the door too loud.
No. It wasn't my fault. None of this is my fault. I just went to a 4-month overseas work in Saudi Arabia, came back to Korea, then I opened the door and say, honey, I'm home. And I look at my wife and she's awakened. Then this is a reaction I give to her. I'm like, I don't know you anymore. What have you become?
But yeah, that's the key point you haven't said yet. What did she become?
She became something else.
A thing.
Well, I mean, she's still a person, so I wouldn't say a thing.
Okay.
That's really mean. Even though I don't recognize her, like I would still not call her a thing. That would be kind of mean. That would be inhumane to say the least. But we want it to be that situation where I come back from a 4-month overseas work in Saudi Arabia, I come back to Korea and open my door and say, honey, I'm home. If I see an ascended wife, if I see my wife ascended over that
so
time,
hard to support you. Please continue.
over that time,
Oh.
then I'm like, honey, you have ascended. You're greater than what you are. You're the same you, and you just became better.
Yeah.
I love you.
That's a great, That's basically the difference. Whereas if I came home and I saw my wife was awakened,
Okay.
I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Please go back to sleep. I was being too loud. That's basically what I would tell her.
People think I'm like on drugs right now. That's a fair assumption. No, I'm completely fine, guys. I'm completely fine. But I've escalated to a point just to explain to you guys why Ascension makes sense. Then if we get Awakening later, it makes even more sense because you've already got the stronger version of yourself and you just can't get any stronger on your current version of yourself. Then you start to change.
And now this is the better version of yourself.
Yes, and this is now the better version of yourself once you change after that first step.
Good.
So that is the reason why we thought the Ascension was going to be the right thing to go to before going to Awakening. And the reason we were able to put this natural process into global before we were able to put it into other version is that simply we originally had the roadmap on 2020 Q4 for Ascension, right? But the dev team, they worked their butts off and they literally worked so hard, and Ascension was completed way earlier than expected. And they were like, this is what it has to be. They were like, Ascension first. We don't need a changed wife. We need a better wife. So that's why they're giving you guys Ascension before the Awakening happens.
Good.
So hope that really explains well to you guys for why Ascension came first. You guys will realize as soon as you get into your game and after the update and see your Ascended character why it makes so much sense to go with the Ascension first before what you guys know about Awakening. And you will find out once again once we introduce you guys to the Awakening later on in the year. Okay.
Whew.
Wow. That was that.
I feel tired.
Goodness.
Oh.
But I was supposed to explain that. That was one of my assignments for today.
Oh.
I hope like the...
So wait, that was scripted?
No. Everything was elaborate. Like
okay.
Nothing was in the plans, but they just told me to do it. They didn't tell me how to do it, and I did it. I did it.
Against all odds. This is a Hollywood story.
Yeah. All right. So that was the first update, and kind of the second update related to the whole Ascension Shubidi Dang Dang, bringing back that term.
The official term. I remember that official term.
Bringing the terminology back again. But related to that is that the skills that you guys already have for the base classes, a lot of them will be a strengthened version once you go to the Ascension, but you will also get some brand new skills with it as well. I say brand new, they're relatable, but there's still something that you do recognize from that, but it is much stronger, and those need to be acquired by doing later things questing-wise to get that. But that detail you can find out once you get in to
they spelled it right. Nice job.
Oh, they spell Shubidi Dang Dang?
Yeah, they spelled Shibby Dang Dang.
Dang, how do they spell that? But yes, I did add a new command on MoveBot. So if you guys are on Twitch and you do !Ascension, be sure to spell Ascension correctly, otherwise the MoveBot will not recognize it. It's not that smart. But as long as you spell it correctly on Twitch, saying, yes, there you go, !Ascension, you will get, whatchamacallit, an FAQ of all the questions that we've got and answering that, and we put a post on it, and you can go to that link and you can just go there. And I think right now, we checked before the stream began, the site was under maintenance, right?
Oh yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, but I don't know if the maintenance is over yet. Wait,
Check.
Is the command not working? No, there it is. Yeah, the command's working. See, the move out was a little bit slow, but that's it. I don't know if the site is still on maintenance, but once it goes down after the maintenance, then you should be able to get to that web page and see all about it. But anyway, one thing that you guys need to know with the new skills that you will get with the Ascension is that the last final skill, you do need to be at a much higher level.
How much higher, Joel?
Than what you are now to get to that skill. So with that, the related update that's going to be happening after this is going to be that level 70 is going to be unlocked. I'm sure that a lot of you guys knew this already, but level 70 means that you have a lot of grinding to do.
It's an amazing time.
It's a lot of grinding to do. Like I was on my sub character, right, which is a giant. I was just fishing on my off time and like hunting with him at the iron mines and just having fun with that. But now I cannot play with my giant anymore. I have to go back to my rangers, which will be the huntress.
Yes.
And I will be doing a lot of grinding.
So much.
And some of you guys are asking why 70 and not 65?
Because 70 is better.
Because that's higher. Like, in this world that we live in, we strive for higher. And last time, we strived, but we could only get to level 60.
We only strove so much.
And we worked even harder because, you know, humans need to work harder and find motivations to be greater, a version of themselves, not a changed version, as kind of to our earlier reference. So we worked hard, and we thought that instead of going from 60 to 65 like we did last time around, we're going from 60 to 70.
Yeah. Because if I came home and I saw my wife was at level 65, why haven't you gotten to level 70, wife?
That would be really sad. Like, why are you only at level 65, wife? I told you, work harder to become level 70.
There was too much how you said wife.
No,
there was
that would be sad. That would be sad if I said that. It would be sad. Like, poor wife, like, she worked hard to become 65, but like we were just like really just disappointed that she didn't become 70. Like, that's the reason why it's level 70 and not 65, guys. Because my wife worked extremely hard to become level 70 instead of 65. By the way, just for all the references aside, I am not married. Just that this is all an imaginative story that I'm trying to build for reference, for metaphors, so that you guys can better understand the content of the reasoning why we did all that. Your wife's gonna PK you. I'm sorry, wife. I didn't mean to hurt you, but yes, we appreciate you for who you are.
I hope future wife finds the stream.
Oh no, I really hope my future wife does not find this stream. I would really appreciate if you did show her that. But yes, that is the reason why level 70 unlocked is a thing, and that means you guys have a lot of grinding to do. I remember back when we went from 55 to 60, I did a lot of grinding.
It was intense.
It's quite crazy. And someone's asking why not 90? Because humans need to make sure they don't overachieve. Like, kids back in school. Kids back in school, I was like...
Yeah, overachieving is for losers.
It's pretty much for losers. Like, you don't win by overachieving. You actually lose. And you become a loser by overachieving. We thought 70 would have been like, oh man, you worked hard. That's great. You're a great person. But once you go above that, dude, you're overachieving.
Yeah.
You're a loser.
Yeah, like losers do.
Yeah.
They do too good.
That's the reason why it's not level 90 and we kept it at level 70. I hope that's a very scientific explanation for everything that's going on.
Yeah, very technical.
All right, so level 70 unlocked. It's a big update, but of course this is only to supplement the Ascension update that everything happened. This is the main dish, and this is like the
appetizers?
No, this is like the
hors d'oeuvres.
hollandaise sauce.
Hollandaise sauce.
It's gonna be over the steak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not big on holidays with my steak, but
it's quite tasty. Once you find out, you can get into the game. You come at level 70. You'll learn to appreciate it.
Can I have A1 though?
A1?
Yeah.
But like level 70, I think is a little bit better. But we can go on. We can go on to the next patch.
Yeah.
So we have actually not only the Ascension as the only thing that we're giving out. Once you have the main meal, you need the side dish. You need the
so
green
many other
beans.
things.
You need the mashed potatoes.
There's so many other things.
Like, what goes well with steak? You guys know the answer to it all. And we provided the mashed potatoes and the green beans of this update.
Ew.
And these... Why?
No, green beans are terrible.
You don't like green? I love
meat
green
and potatoes.
beans.
Meat and potatoes.
What about what's that other green thing that's it's long and it's kind of chewy?
Green beans.
No, not green beans. The one that has a little bit of different shape, but it's kind of
onions.
No, how are onions green, Tim?
And the next patch
The next update.
Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I
go
do
ahead and do it? It is going to be the alchemy stone. People already knew about it. Yes, it's the alchemy stone that came out. It's a brand new system, and you're gonna have another item slot on your gear list next to your relic. And this is where the alchemy stone is gonna go. And you go to your alchemy lab, and you can start this from level 1 onward. You don't need your alchemy lab like level 10, like my pro camp master
Right from the get-go.
Joel is where you're at right at the moment. But you can become an alchemy lab level 1 and still create alchemy stones. But the thing that you do need is to go in here where I kind of highlighted. You see that I highlighted on that little rectangle just to show you where it's at. As if the new is not the good enough indicator. But to go in there, you go here and there will be a lady. She's not my wife, by the way. My wife is somewhere else. But
Hopefully real.
hopefully real. But yes, this lady, she's a very nice lady. And she'll be crafting some alchemy stones as long as you give her the goods. And the goods, we will explain that a little bit later. Anyway, you greet this kind lady, then you look at this little rectangle that I drew again, just for an indicator.
Okay, so can everyone please praise his rectangle making skills?
No,
'cause
it took a solid 3 seconds to make, so
Okay.
it's a lot of work. But yeah, click. You can press this and go to craft, and you'll be presented onto this page.
Oh, nice
And
rectangle, Joel.
Yeah, I did it again.
Yeah,
and
it's really great.
This is where the owned alchemy stone fragments. You see that there? And I have 100 on the test server that I took the screenshot in. You will need to collect. Oh, asparagus! The Karis Cafe told me
You
what
will
that
need
was.
to collect.
This is the asparagus of the patch notes.
Okay.
And you need to collect the alchemy stone fragments. Thank you, by the way, Karis Cafe, for my reference that I didn't
A scholar and a saint.
Amazing. But yes, you will need 75 alchemy stone fragments to craft 1 alchemy stone. And the basic stat layout for what an alchemy stone looks like before you guys even do it, just to keep you guys on note, is that most likely you will have the top line say that you're losing. You're losing some base stats.
We're talking about the
Yeah, that's a stat line of how
Okay.
that works. So you maybe lose like 2 AP or like 10% attack speed.
2% move speed.
Something like that. Like you lose something.
So at first glance, you're like,
It's like,
hold on
I
a minute.
failed. Like this,
Yeah.
you go and say like, this is a terrible draw. And like, I failed at this.
But then,
I'm telling you now that is the very default thing to have. Unless you get a super good draw, you will most likely lose some base stats.
but
On a second line of stats, you will get a big surplus of something else stats.
oh, is that the teaser?
That's the teaser.
Okay.
And I did not post a screenshot of what the actual alchemy stone looks like in image. So once the update is done, you should go in there and try it yourself and see what alchemy stones you will get. I promise you will learn to appreciate it. And you guys need to know that if you do see like a -2 AP, you did not fail on your draw. That is a very, very normal draw. And some of you guys are gonna be wondering, how do I get the alchemy
You might
stone
ask.
fragments? And the main way to collect them
Dun dun dun.
is through this next slide, which is also an update, but it's also to tell you how to get the alchemy stone, which is going to be
Button.
the Ancient Ruins. And we have new difficulties for the Ancient Ruins to celebrate the strengthening of all the characters in the entire Black Desert Mobile world. That means we needed more difficult Kabomilis.
Yes, but important to mention, you can get these fragments on any of the chamber levels.
Yes, Ancient Ruins from the first chamber all the way out to the very last chamber.
That is just a thing.
You will be able to collect alchemy stone fragments. So as long as you grind a lot of Ancient Ruins, you should have sufficient amount alchemy stone fragments to go ahead and get your own alchemy stones in return. And that means definitely, if it wasn't for anything else, this content is definitely doable without buying anything.
Of course.
Without purchasing anything, you can still do it. And this is your chance to do it. So if you haven't grinded Ancient Ruins for a while, this is your time to do it. Get some fragments there and get some alchemy stones off of it. That's how it works. All right, so in addition to the new difficulty that we're having, we have difficulty 8 here with the required CP for average or for all players being 3,600. I'm sure a lot of you guys are at 3,600 at the moment. If you're not, don't cry because I was once not there, but I am there now.
I am also not there yet.
Oh, really?
I'm this close.
Okay.
I'm this close.
I'm close to 3,700, but I'm not at 3,700. But I'm above 3,600, so I can get to the 8th chamber, no problem. But I know some of you guys have been overachieving, but aren't losers at the same time. That became possible.
The line. The line between overachieving and not losing.
The fine line. And this means that the required CP for 8th chamber is 3,600. I can get in there. And you guys see on that plus line where there's new.
That means you can hit plus again.
You can hit plus again. It's not over. There's another difficulty added along with the 8th chamber, and that is going to be the 9th chamber, which is going to be the final difficulty that we have. You can see now that the plus sign is no more. It's become a max, and 4,300 CP is needed to get into this one. I will not be able to get into this one, unfortunately, for a very long time.
But Joel, could you explain something that's around the fancy rectangle that you drew on this slide?
Oh, I drew another rectangle, and it was for a reason. You guys can see on the 8th chamber, there's a lot of layout for the available rewards, and of course, one of the newly added rewards was the Alchemy Stone Fragments. But once you go into this one, the available rewards,
yes.
Yeah, okay. So I used to carry
We'll explain after this.
Yes, we will explain all that. Thank you, Jeremy. We got an internote for our team wants to communicate with us during the stream. I was like,
they don't mess around.
You need to tell them this, man. They're really interested in the stream. They're really wanting to want us to get out all the good information, and we don't doubt them at all.
They look out for us. We look out for you guys, and we look out for each other.
It's true. All right. So with this 9 difficulty, what is this rectangle for, right? For all the 8 difficulty, you can only get Alchemy Stone Fragments, right?
But
for difficulty 9, you have a chance. It's not guaranteed. You have a chance of getting this. The Alchemy Stone chest, which includes 1 Alchemy Stone upon use.
Yes.
You do not need to visit
You can
your camp.
bypass the whole process.
You do not need to say hi to the kind lady.
Yes, the very kind lady.
Yeah, she's kind, but you don't need to say hi to her if you want just to open the chest yourself. You don't need permission. You can just
Amazing. I wish you were here during the
miming session,
the charades portion of the
session.
stream.
I really appreciate you, by the way. You did the whole miming session for 5 minutes when the audio wasn't working. Yeah, thank you guys once again for staying through that. We had a technical difficulty with the whole reconstruction of the studio. But yes, we're back in it, and so far we're having no problems. That's good. But yeah, you can open the alchemy chest yourself. You do not need anyone's permissions. And of course, I do say at a chance, which means it is not going to be high with anything else. But I think we'll see some posts on Reddit and some posts on Discord saying, hey, I got an alchemy stone chest, and I don't need to say hi to the kind lady once I open the chest to get an alchemy stone without her permission.
That is an interesting accent.
That will be the title of one Reddit post. I kind of guarantee it. All right, so that's that. That's how the ancient ruins will work, and that will be the main content connected to how you can get the alchemy stones.
And to connect this back to Ascension, there is one extra detail we needed to tell you guys, is that in order to get Ascension, now we mentioned level 70, getting new skill at level 70, but in order to get Ascension, you just need to be level 60, and you need to have the southwest, is it southwest?
Southwest.
Calpheon Pass.
Yes.
So basically you need to have gotten through Calpheon and be level 60, and you will qualify to, or you'll be able to do the Ascension questline.
So for my case example, my ranger will be able to ascend into a huntress because I completed all the quests. Literally, I have no quests to do now, other than the side quests, of course. They're really hard, but other than that, all the main quests I have completed, so I will be able to ascend my huntress. But my giant, I still did not complete that first quest where it tells you to walk over to the marked area. I haven't done that. I just started farming from level 1.
Right away.
Yeah, I just went over to the some over the western area and just started farming, and I fished my way through the leveling. So with that giant, I will not be able to ascend my character into the next one yet, and that means my giant will not be able to ascend right away. That means I need to complete some quests to get there. So that's some confusion out of the way. If you're level 60 and you find out that you can't ascend your character yet, That's probably why. You just need to complete your main quest until you get to the Southwest Calpheon Pass. Then you will be able to ascend to your greater self, is what I wanted to say. All right, let's go over to the next one, and it is going to regard pet exchange, and it's something that I used majority of my money on, and it failed hard and cried myself to sleep every time I did, and very sad about it.
And this might make it better.
And this is hoping to supplement it. This is called the pet exchange rate bonus. So when it used to be, you exchange a tier 1 pet with another tier 1 pet, and most people succeed, and you're that one guy.
It's a sad day.
That do not succeed, and your pet pops, unfortunately. And then your heart pops as well because you're sad. And, this is supposed to help you for the people that have failed so much in pet exchanges. You will now be able to get some bonus stacks that looks like this, where it says exchange rate by tier, and that percentage that's currently 0%. The more time you fail, that rate will go up and up and up. And once you reach 100%, you'll be guaranteed to get. And that stack will reset back to 0 once you get there.
Once you succeed, yes. So failing multiple times will build up this meter, if that happens to be the case. And then it can go all the way up to 100%, where you are guaranteed to get a level up. And it says exchange rate by tier because it's a different meter for each tier. So 1 to 2 is this bar, tier 2 to 3 is going to be another one.
Yeah, this is supposed to help out, and it doesn't take away from the current system that it has. It's only supposed to help out.
It's only adding to it.
It's only adding to it. So I know that a lot of you guys, whenever you guys see new content, you're like deciding, free to play or pay to win. And then like you're processing a lot of information in your head, then the calculations go on.
Calculus is everywhere.
And then like in the process of that, sometimes people go boom. And they like fail to understand kind of the middle process of it. And they're just like, I didn't understand it. That must be pay to win. Some people do say that. And like, this is literally the least pay to win.
It's just to make it easier, yeah.
If you already have pets that haven't been working out for you, it's going to make it better for the next time you do it. So you don't have to pay as much. So you see, that's the realization. That might be that big boom in your head. This is to help you guys spend less so that you can exchange your pets and succeed without spending more money to get more pets. Hope that makes sense. But
Indeed.
Even if people still kind of process that, I still don't understand. It's pay to win. I don't know. I can't get over those people, but just so that you guys know, this is supposed to help.
Don't let it get to you. It'll be fine.
It's
going to be fine.
I'm just kind of sad that some people just can't understand parts of it, but it is. It's supposed to help out for people that have witnessed a lot of failures in their times. This will hopefully make it much better for you guys. All right, so the next one is going to be. If someone says pay to win on this next content, I'm going home because like
you can't. Please don't leave me.
No, it won't happen.
I don't think they want an episode 2 of charades
of the miming Tim.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one is the summon Bloodkin feature. So we thought that Bloodkin, once we implemented it as a global exclusive feature back in the day, the devs were thinking, how do we make this more like a party system that people are so aware of? And this is a situation where the Bloodkin, once you already affirmed the pact with your 2 Bloodkin mates, you can click these little buttons down here on the bottom left, and you'll be able to summon them right beside you. That's it. I mean, it's a feature that I think has been asked by a couple of people. But yeah, this is something that would have been really cool to have, and I thought that this would be really cool to have it because it's for people that want to, farm together and do other things together and complete the Bloodkin quest together. And this is a situation where you can now just click your mate's button and then boom, and they're right beside you. Okay, so that is that. Oh, but it doesn't end here.
It doesn't end there.
It doesn't end here.
Oh, that was a quick switch.
There's one more feature that added with the Bloodkin, and this is right here. If you already caught that little dialogue on the middle part of that left side, it does say you can tap here to chat with a Bloodkin who is currently online. It's a very friendly reminder to let you know that once you click this, it becomes
a chat
this.
box. Yay!
A chat box specifically designated to chatting with your bloodkins. It might not be the biggest addition, but it is a very useful addition if you don't want to...
Quality of life.
Yeah, it's
Talk to your 2 closest friends.
and not have to chat with anyone else other than them. It's like basically whispering to 2 people at once. That's it. Someone said, yeah, play says, chat for Bloodkin, pay to win. I mean, I might have to keep my promise.
I think he no. Okay,
I'm just kidding. But yeah, like we said, you know, every time I do have to lecture on this, is that it might be a restless sleeper lecture of some sort, but when you guys mention pay to win to us, nothing changes, unfortunately. But it's for you guys to tell us things that you want, then we can help communicate that over to the devs and over to everyone that's working on the game and see what improvements we can make. So instead of spamming pay to win, it will be very appreciated if you guys can always give us some good suggestions. And that's what you guys can tell us. And that would really help us both ways to help each other to make this game a little bit better.
Help us help you.
That's literally what
as
it is.
they say.
All right. Okay, so that was that with the Bloodkins. We have the Summon Bloodkins and also with the Chatting with the Bloodkins. Those are the 2 features added in. So if you're thinking about getting into Bloodkin a little bit more with your 2 close mates, go ahead and do it now after the maintenance and you should have a lot more fun with it. All right, next one.
We have another.
This was specifically designed to get rid of pay-to-win aspects.
You're doing great.
This next content was. And I say that because we mentioned on the kind of the dev note that we gave out for Q1, we said we were going to provide easier ways to get black pearls than you used to ever before. What is it?
Can I say? Or do I have to wait for the slide?
No, you can say it. It is going to be
a black pearl chest.
What is a black pearl chest? I didn't expect this coming. I didn't know about this until very recently. I was like, man, that is an interesting concept, and this will give me a good chance to explain to you guys what this exactly is. All right, so in your trade shop, it doesn't matter if it's level 1. Of course, you can't upgrade it too far back beyond that, but in your trade shop, there will be a new button designated to crafting black pearl chest. And once you get in there, this little pop-up will come up. And you can select a worker with the resources that you have to create a black pearl chest. Now, I had a hard time understanding this at first, what the intention was, but I fully understood it, and I think I'll explain to the viewers just fine. So you need 110 black pearls and 20 logs just for creating the box itself, right?
Yes.
The boxes, you need the box.
Takes 20 woods to make a box.
And the commission is taken off of that 110 black pearls. And you get a black pearl chest that is tradable. So you can take it to the market and sell it for silver.
Yes.
But what's included in the black pearl chest is 100 black pearls. Now, this is the moment where
it's
people
a big brain
like,
moment.
This is like the boom moment, like what? Like we already see on the comments saying there's someone saying what and what is this, and like this is like that, like for the average minds. This is very tough to comprehend, and that's why I am here as another average mind to help you guys supplement that knowledge of what I know, and this is to help you guys how to do it. So why would you even make something that has 100 black pearls?
I'm dying to know.
With 110 black pearls,
yeah,
with 20 logs to create something that has less. Thank you. This is because you know how the white pearl system, and you can exchange that into a black pearl. You know that system in the potion, right?
I am well aware of the system, yes.
And that is a 1-to-1 ratio. You lose nothing, but it is a one-directional exchange.
Yes.
You can go from a white pearl to a black pearl,
but you cannot
go from a black pearl to a white pearl. Okay? Get that part first. Guys. So until I explain the rest of this theory. The intention of creating this black pearl chest is to post it in the market.
Therefore,
selling black pearl chest to another user will net you a decent amount of silver.
hopefully a good chunk.
Yeah. So what is this in the end? What is this in the end for you guys? You're losing 110 black pearls to create something that has 100 black pearls, and you're selling that off to another user who you can buy it for silver, and they get 100 black pearls with the silver spent. So now this is the conclusion of this whole theory. White pearls to black pearls. It was unidirectional. Unidirectional meaning that white pearl can turn into black pearls, but black pearl cannot turn into white pearls. This is what it is now. With the black pearls and the silver system, imagine this is black pearl, and imagine this is silver. Black pearl can turn into silver, but silver can turn into black pearl.
Goes both ways.
It's multi-directional.
Yes.
It's bi-directional.
By design, yes. Bi-directional.
Now, the market prices is going to be the big question of the day, and you will be able to get into the game and find out. Of course, with any decided number at this point, it will fluctuate at a minor amount for how this will go. But what the concept of it is, if you have leftover silver, but you need some black pearls to do something, you buy some off the market.
So,
But, if you have leftover black pearls that you have nothing to use it for, because you don't feel like buying tier 1 pets anymore because you have 3 tier 4 crows laying around, so you don't need those 400 black pearls, but you need that next orange weapon that you've been craving for such a long time, but you need extra silver for that? You craft black pearl chest and sell it on the market, and someone that needed the black pearls will use their silvers and give that to you in exchange for the black pearls.
I suppose this could go the other way as well for your accessories.
Yeah, I mean, but nowadays even the accessory meta is a little bit different because the yellow accessories are not as valuable as they used to be. So it's not the same concept of where would you even spend black pearls for? Other people have different places for it. If they want to like do something over again, if they want to buy something like over and over again to stack it up, that's a different whole milestone of what they want to get into. But with the meta of whole black pearl usage changing so much, specific people need a lot of black pearls. Specific people like me, I need more silver.
I needed so much silver.
I need so much silver, but I don't really need black pearls for what I do at the moment. And that means it is going to be a cross exchange where someone like me can use my black pearls to craft some black pearl chests and sell on the market. And God knows it's going to go off quick because there's going to be people that wanting to get that chest in the first place. Then they will be able to get what they want, and I will be able to get what I want.
Win-win.
That's literally it. And when it gets to a time where I have so much silver left over at later stage in the game, and I need some black pearls for some reason, I can get it back again.
I can feel your passion. Your passion's coming clear.
It's a genius method that is supposed to eliminate basically a lot of the, if we had any pay to win aspects in the game, this is going to eliminate a lot of it. Because now you just get what you need.
You have access to another resource in an easier way.
Yeah. No, I really think it was a good idea. And how much silver, I already told you guys, you need to wait for the maintenance to be over. And it is meaningless for me to tell you now, because that number can quickly change depending on how the market activity goes. So all in all, I did see in the test server kind of the decided amount, what they're going to go with initially. And let me tell you now, it is a fair price. I would be willing to pay that much amount of silver to get this amount of black pearls. That said, you guys will be able to say that. And you guys are able to see exactly what that exchange will look like. All right. Okay.
Did we do it?
Okay. Yeah. So new checkpoint telling me, Joel, we get it. You did good. Thanks. And I hope that really it best explains for what that is going to be. All right. Okay. I think we're done with the patch notes. That's the last bit of it. Jeremy, I think we can go into our little screen again. Jeremy, can you hear us? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's get back also onto the big screen. Man, that was a lot of explanations.
That was the rest of the stream's worth of.
That was a lot of
content.
explanation. Yeah, and we actually don't have much time left, to be honest about it.
I mean, -3 minutes, depending on who you talk to.
And we still have to do a golden soup giveaway. We haven't
Gasp.
done that. But yeah, okay, we'll do some golden soup giveaway, and this was a request by our GM Tia. GM Tia works on. He takes care of the scheduling out the push schedule. So like the little 12 p.m. and the 12 p.m. and the 9 p.m. The push rewards that you guys get. He plans it out and he's like, what's a good one to give out to our users at this current point in time in the game? Lists them out and he plans that out for every month. And he was like, Joel, can you ask these guys what they would like as a push reward? That is realistic and that fits the meta. That's what he wants me to ask you guys.
8,000 Grand Armor Blackstones.
See, that's something that will not be selected as a winner for our giveaway. So our Golden Soup giveaway question for today is, based on the current state that we are in the game and based on the necessities that you guys might have. So those are two very different things.
What would you like to see?
Realism. Realism is like something we can actually give out as free push rewards. So you've been getting like logs, you've been getting like HP potions and like something simple like that. So something along that line that counts to realism, but also your necessity. That can be infinite. But balancing this with this, what is something that you want to see? All right, let's get some good suggestions going. I'm telling you, if it's not realistic, I'm not giving you the reward.
I saw experience boosts.
Experience boosts? I don't know what experience. Oh, so like chicken.
Some item that gives more experience. Ancient tablets.
Oh, go up, Jeremy. I saw something good. Derklin was saying Breath of Creation or the other one. I know what he's talking about. So to create the crystal chest and all that. That is, I think, a pretty good suggestion. I'll talk to him about it. I think Tia will like that suggestion. Derklin on Twitch, be sure to do exclamation event and DM us with the information that MoveUp gives you, and then we will send out the reward over to you for your good suggestion.
Fancy hands.
And what should we give him? I think that was a good suggestion.
Golden.
That was a golden suggestion.
That was a golden suggestion.
All right, so Derklin, you get some ancient gold coins for that one. Let's see if we get any soupy suggestions or even any more gold suggestions. Something that's good, right? Something that's really
hot time for the whole server.
Yeah, see that's way past the realism. Something that is realism. Push reward. What's a good one? Free outfit, definitely not gonna work. Ancient tablets, we're already giving them out.
Random
relic. It's a little too strong. Something a little weaker than that. Grand Blackstone, we're kind of on the edge of that. We're thinking about it, but I don't know if it's going to happen. It's on the cusp of it. A pet is not going to work out. Alchemy Stone Fragments.
Alchemy Stone Fragments could work.
VMX Rolled on Twitch. You said Alchemy Stone Fragments, and I like it. But it came as a second suggestion, so that automatically makes it soupy.
First the worst, second the soupy.
Yeah. The first is good, second is soupy. It's not saying soupy means bad.
No, not at all.
Soupy can be great, but it's just soupy. So you did say that VMX Road. For your answer, you can definitely once again do exclamation event and do what MoveBot tells you to do. DM us with your information. We'll send out some special chicken soups for that one. All right. More, please. More, please.
Combat Plus.
Combat Plus 1 day. Yeah, that can work, but something better.
Stamina boosts.
Stamina boost. What is stamina boost? Wouldn't that be like the camp
potions?
Plus?
Probably just potions.
It would be like life plus item, right? Tier 5 horse? Nope. Nope, that's not gonna work.
Skillbook chests.
Special sort of potions. It's gotta be something that already exists in the game.
Appearance change coupons?
That's a little too strong. That's a lot of pearls that people have to spend. Food. Oh, 10x. Food. So like those like the consumable item food.
Yes.
It says like 1,000 food or 500 food or something like that. Yeah, I think we can work with that. Tanix, that's a good suggestion. We'll give you some. It's related to food, and soup is food.
Thus, we're back doubling up on the soup.
Doubling up on the soup. So Tanix, you get some Special chicken soup for that one. DM us with your information. If you don't know what to type in, just the exclamation event, and Luba will kindly guide you towards the right direction. All right, more good, reasonable, but also desirable reward for push reward. Give us something good, please. We didn't ask for events, but something different. Character slot. Yeah, right. That's character slot is very expensive. Magical residues. Velia Inn. Can we go up a little bit? It's past. I think it was another Twitch comment. Yeah, magical residue. That's really iffy. Okay, we'll go back to present. We'll give the rewards over to Velia Inn. We'll give you some ancient gold coins for that one. So DM us your information. But that's an additional added-on question to that. If you were to get magical residues, once again, we're going back to the subject of reality and also to reasonability. Is how many magical residues would still be okay for you? If would 5 magical residues still be okay?
37.
That's kind of the question I've been asking. If
Magical residue would be helpful.
Huh? Yeah, magical residue would be helpful. I still haven't gotten to one slot opening up because I haven't really farmed it that much. 200 residue, see that's where it gets a little bit unrealistic. 50, that's a lot though. I don't think we can give out 50 magical. Right now I have 68 at the moment. For someone that hasn't been farming it. Yeah, I think. See, this is the reason why we can't give out magical residues right now. I think because if we give out too little, then people and it doesn't help you with anything. But if we can't give out too much of it right now because it's not in balance with the.
You don't want to overachieve.
The current state of the meta. So I think that's something we have to reconsider. I would love to ask Tia to give out some magical residues, but I don't know if we're in the right timing for that. But we can consider that for sure. A lot of people are saying 10 too. I'll ask for 10 or 5. I don't know if that will make people a lot happy.
Shaka 2 coins.
Shaka 2 coins we're already giving out a little bit. Okay, so now we're off the magical residue, guys. So no more comments about magical residue. Just any other realistic but also desirable push reward that you guys want to get. Stamina potions. We were giving out some stamina potions already. Something different. Palette colors. I don't know if everybody's a big fan of palette colors. Just for people that really love the appearance aspect of it. Fish food. I don't know what fish food is. You can't feed fish. Go up a little bit. I saw one on YouTube. A little bit up. I promise I saw it.
What'd you see?
Down a little bit. There it is. Karis Kafel on YouTube, you mentioned 1 or 2 Chrome Stones. I think I can ask for 1 Chrome Stone. Maybe that will be worth
They are pretty special.
They are pretty good, but 1 Chrome Stone at this point in time, it's something I can ask about. That's a good suggestion. Karis Kafel, I'll give you some ancient gold coins for that one. So for YouTube, it's a little bit different. You can also do exclamation event on YouTube and Nightbot. It's the bot on the other side of the road. He will be able to tell you what you need to do, and basically he'll tell you to DM me on Discord, and be sure to already have connected your YouTube account to your Discord account. So when I check your profile, I see that your YouTube name is already connected to your Discord account. So once you get that done, DM me with your in-game information, then I'll be able to send out some ancient gold coins for that one. So good suggestion. 1 Chrome Stone, I think I could definitely ask that. Inventory space, that's a little bit difficult because push rewards are intended to maintain balance for people that are already playing the game compared to people that join later in the game should not be negatively affected by not getting the push reward. So when the weight is permanent and that adds on, it only stacks.
That's a buff you can't get any other way.
Yeah, and it's not fair for the other people that don't get it later on. So that LT and weight is a good idea.
Restoration scrolls.
Restoration scroll. Yeah. We're already getting some already. Something different.
Oh, we have gotten a few.
Yeah, we've gotten a few. Skill books. Just skill book chests. We're getting some already, and you can get a couple of them on Talus shop. Something pretty good. Events, I don't know what that means. Seed. We're already giving out seeds. We're already giving out these.
Boss Rush tickets.
Boss Rush tickets. Boss stamps, right?
Refined crystals.
Refined crystal. Oh, that's a.
Yeah, those are
too OP.
Those are beefy.
Pet food, we're already giving them out. Something that you haven't been getting. I think we can only give out a couple more.
Books.
Because I think we're running out of stuff that we haven't gave out yet.
APDP books, HP books.
Oh yeah, go
You
up.
can get-
Yeah,
you
we
can
can.
get
I think we
those-
can. I think we can do that.
You can get those in Node management now.
Where was it? Do you remember where it was?
Oh, it wasn't too long ago.
Maybe you have to go down, Jeremy, a little bit. I'm really surprised how well Jeremy can hear us with the closed door right behind us. It's like soundproof over there, but he can hear us perfectly on that one. Was it YouTube or Twitch? Do you remember?
I believe it was YouTube.
Was it?
Yeah. HP.
If we don't find it, you have to blame Tim. Don't blame me.
Don't do that to me.
Oh, goodness. I don't think we found it. Do you see it? I think we lost it. I think we officially lost it. Different suggestions, please. Let's go back to present day chat, Jeremy. I think
APDP books.
Oh, wait.
Scion of Chaos.
Sign of Chaos on Twitch. It wasn't YouTube. It was right above the YouTube, but yeah, Sign of Chaos for APDP books. That's a good suggestion. We finally found you, and you will be able to get your rewards. So DM us with your information. We'll give us an the ancient soups for that one.
Ancient
chicken
golden
soup.
soups.
Ancient chicken soups. But yeah, we'll give us some chicken soups
Or
for
some
that one.
soupy coins.
All right, pretzels. The pretzel event has ended. The worldwide pretzel day has already ended. So with that, the event is already over. Crystal chest. Yeah, we're thinking about it. Crystal chest is pretty good. Ascension skillbook. Yeah, right. Ascension skillbook is so hard to get. I don't think you probably get that in a very long time. Let's see. Shakatu exchange certificate. That's pretty good, but something different. Large HP pods. Are we ready to get into the blue pods already? So, sugar and rope for horses. We gave out that one time. Don't think it was very
Materials
interactive.
chests for the camp.
Let's see. Extra world boss. Oh, it's a good one. Four-Paw Bunny. Four-Paw Bunny 12 on Twitch. DM us with your information. I liked your suggestion of extra entry scrolls for the world boss. Those are pretty cool because not everyone can be on this online whenever the world boss comes out. Even though we have 3 now, that's rotating. Still is a good suggestion. So I think I want to give some ancient gold coins for that one. DM us with your information, and we'll send that over your way. Oh, Amity gives. Those are pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Definitus. Oh, go up a little bit, Jeremy. Just a little bit, just so we caught the right person. Yeah,
Definitus.
down a little bit.
Down.
There you go.
Yep.
Definitus on Twitch. Amity gives. Those are pretty good. I think that doesn't really affect the balance of the game too much. So those are something we can give out a little more freely. I'll definitely talk to him about that one. I think Tia will like that suggestion. Definitus, DM us your information. What do you want to give to him?
Golden soup.
What is that?
I mean, soup.
Soup, okay. So chicken soup for that one. Definitus. Good suggestion. Let's take 2 more. Someone said lightsaber. Sorry, we can't give that out. Epic relic rate.
Contribution points.
Free contribution points. That'd be OP. Once again, that's gonna heavily affect the balance. Something that doesn't affect the balance. Oh,
Drop rate scroll.
Drop rate scroll.
Similar to like the tower in the camp. That increases your drop rate.
No. I don't think we can go that way. I'll get in trouble by Tia. I did see someone say a little bit. Jeremy, can you go up? I thought I saw something good. It was on Twitch. It was on the Twitch comments. Wait. Something else. Shakatu key. So a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know. But Shakatu key opens up a Shakatu rush that has recently opened up, but people don't know about it because they haven't been participating in the bingo event that much.
Right.
But that is an item that exists, but a lot of people don't know it exists, and that may be something we can give out. Oh. That's a good suggestion. KK Felinity, what do you want to give to KK Felinity?
Well, it's Shikatu, so you have to give coins.
You gotta give ancient gold coins. Visit your good friend Shikatu. DM us your information. We'll give out Yeah, and that's gonna be good. Yeah. Oh, wait, Shikata key equals 1 yellow accessory automatic. Oh, that changes the story altogether.
Wah.
Geez, see, I didn't get the Shikata key yet, so I didn't know the whereabouts. I thought you just go into Shikata Rush, but still, send us your information. We'll give you some, cause I thought it was good. All right, one more. Push reward. Condensed energy.
Mileage points.
We're already giving out some condensed energy.
Fish.
Gifts to give to workers. That's basically the same as
Increased gathering rate.
Let's see. Turkish language, please, for a push reward.
For everybody.
I would love to. I would love to give
matter
out
where
the
you live.
Turkish language for a push reward.
Use the item and it just becomes Turkish.
And then once that duration runs out, like you can't.
The language
it goes back to English. Oh man, no! Like we respect the Turkish language requests that we've been getting, but still, I don't think the whole company is like convinced that the Turkish is like boom, like we need it for all the Brazilian players saying like we need Portuguese. So the Portuguese will obviously come out as we have kept planning on that. But Turkish, sorry, we can't give that as a push reward, unfortunately. Okay, one more. One good one.
One more.
Breath of Life, we already talked about that. We already gave that reward for that one. Silver
Boss
chest.
scroll, silver chest.
Something else.
Fishing rod.
Fragment stones. I don't know what that means.
The new fragments we just talked about.
Oh yeah, but we already gave the reward for that one.
We already did.
Yeah. Asparagus. Oh, that would be nice.
That would be solid.
Yeah.
Condensed energy.
Condensed energy.
For the Black Spirit.
Yeah, we were already giving out some of that already. A little bit different. Camp decoration. I think people will get mad at us if we sent out camp decoration. I don't know. Do we? Is that good one? Can we go back up, Jeremy?
We've done stuff like that before.
Just like, yeah, it was right there. Sarah V 012. So like a tree, like kind of a cherry blossom.
But a pretty tree.
Oh, but a pretty tree. But like it can't be one of a kind, but.
But it can be two of a kind.
No, we need better. We need better suggestions. Camp decoration is not gonna cut it. Sorry, Sarah V. Not trying to.
It's very.
Not trying to
Very
pinpoint
scientific.
you out. Joel's wife awakening memento. Don't talk about the wife that I don't have yet, please. You can talk about her once I get one. But yeah, my wife awakened is not someone I despise. I love her for the way she is. Let's see. One more. Uno más. Why are you still a bachelor? That's not an answer to the question.
Seeds, dyes. What about dyes?
That's what I'm saying. That was an iffy one because I don't know if everyone would appreciate it. Because some people are like completely and not even into appearance at all.
But some people love. They love the customization.
All right, okay, we'll give it to that one. All right, where was it? Up.
It was a bit up.
It was a bit up, right?
A bit up. Not
Oh,
crazy
there
up.
it is, right there. Was that the person? Girl 023? Or was it someone else? No, that was an appearance ticket. That was an
I
appearance
saw
ticket.
dye. There's a white dye right there. It might have been right above that.
Little above, Jeremy. Before we lose it. Awaken Joel's wife. No, don't. You can't get Joel's wife for a push reward, guys. That doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. I think we missed it. All right, one suggestion. Like one suggestion that's gonna just blow our minds. It's like that is so desirable, but at the same time, it's so balanced.
There's a dye for clothing. PSI.
No, you can't steal ideas.
I know.
Now you're just stealing ideas.
Gem chest?
Gem chest. Crystal chest, right? Basically.
Yes.
Okay, something else. One more. Velia Inn title. That will be very, very unbalanced because the people that have Velia Inn title will be very OP, and the people that just do not play Black Dust Mobile at this present time that do not get that push reward will be left to die. Like that's how imbalanced it will be. So just for balance reasons, we can't give out that title. That would be too OP. Sorry, guys.
Experience drop rates.
Experience drop rates. We were already giving out logging stone stack. Someone's already mentioned that. 10 free revive. That's 100 black pearls. Are you crazy?
New farm animals.
New farm animals. I would love to have new farm
Special
animals.
livestock.
Specialized Oscar award. That'd be pretty cool. Now we're getting a little bit out of hand. We really need to pick up the last.
Yes, I think we're running out of options.
Yeah, I think people are just going overboard with imagination, which we love, but we always appreciate elimination. Is there really nothing to give out now?
I still think the dies are pretty good.
Yeah.
That person said die 3 times.
Okay, we'll give it to that person. The person definitely stole the idea, but we're still giving it. A little bit up, Jeremy. There
Die,
you go.
die, die.
Die, die, die. Say Reunite Paladin on Twitch. You officially stole the idea for a reward, and we're giving it out simply because I think people are running out of ideas. So Reunite Paladin, that's the most soupy suggestion because it's not yours to begin with, but we'll still give you a reward because of it. You can DM us with your information. Once again, if you don't know what the information to put out, just do exclamation event on Twitch and also on YouTube for that one YouTube user that got it. And yeah, that's going to be it for our Golden Soups giveaway that we always do every week. And hopefully this will allow us to close out the stream now because we're way past our ending time.
A teensy bit.
Oh man, and we ran through the Q&As pretty quickly today, even though that the patch notes section was so long.
It was no joke.
Yeah. So Jeremy, can we get to present chat now? I think we can close out the stream. All right. So today, as you guys can probably notice, it is a huge update.
There's going to be a lot to do.
There's going to be
once
a lot
maintenance
to
is
do.
over.
Yeah. Once that 6 hours has run out, which is basically you have to the amount of time that you waited so far, you have to do it again. Then probably the maintenance will be over then. So 6 hours is what we have planned. If things go differently, we'll definitely let you guys know. But hopefully we can get the maintenance done in 6 hours. So that will be 11 p.m. our time in KST. But other parts of the world, you have your different time zones. So whenever the patch started, just so that +6 of that is probably when you will be able to get in and ascend your characters and have fun. And you guys should really have fun with this because altogether it's a brand new update with intended to make it feel like you're almost playing a brand new game. And I definitely think that will be my case when I'm playing with my Huntress once I ascend to that level, and it's going to be very beautiful. And you guys should have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, so look forward to that. Thank you guys again so much for coming to being with us on stream, being with us for our accidental brand new charade segment in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And we hope you really enjoy the content, and we will see you until then. Enjoy it for now, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right, so thank you guys once again. A shout out to Jeremy, who's always in the back.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Doing so much, so we got a lot of claps for Jeremy. That would be very appreciated. But yeah, it was a kind of a hectic start to the stream with the audio not working. But thank you guys for staying through this and keeping your patience with us. We always appreciate having you guys here. And people are saying, you can read chat, right, Jeremy? And people are saying, love you, Jeremy. People are saying, thank you, Jeremy. See Jeremy face when. That is a question that we cannot answer. He's putting out a hard time. This is what Jeremy was doing back in the other side of that room. But yes, everybody loves each other, which is a good thing. You gotta have love all around in this time. But yeah, thank you so much once again. And just to confirm, I don't have a wife yet. I'll be working towards that, but
ask again next week.
The question will probably not lead to a different
It'll happen
answer.
like that.
It will not lead to a different answer within the next week, I would have to say. But anyway, my wife will be fine if she is awakened, if she is ascended. I will love her either way. But
So accepting.
That's a story for the future, though. It's a story for the way future. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It is already our episode 14 that we're concluding for Velia Inn. I remember when it was back in episode 1, it was the good old days.
Good old days.
The good old days when we only had 150 viewers and I can actually read the entire chat because the movement was very solid. But now things are moving a lot more quickly, which we love, but at the same time we're kind of sad that we have to miss out on some.
It's all right, all good things. Thank you again, guys.
All right, so thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. We will be back as we always do during every maintenance, which will once again happen next week. So hope you guys to see you then. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye
Thanks.
bye.